going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right.
Squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Devin Singletary.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Dante Hightower breaking through to take him down behind the line. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll look to run with Singletary. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited by what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bills have taken the lead. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like the little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. And out of bounds there on the kick. Newton and the Patriots with a first and 10 at their own 43. He'll throw from the gun. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
It leads to second and 10.
It's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there. And it's third down.
A third down and 10 yards to go.
Operating from the gun. Newton on the left side. A catch by White. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
46-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. He'll run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
36-yard line.
Back to throw, Newton. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Out of the gun, Newton. Throw left side complete. That's White. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Now Newton. All the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. From the gun, Newton to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Ryan Izzo, the intended target, but it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
Here's Newton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, but now it's third and goal.
Brings up third and goal.
Again, Newton. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Wasser on for the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
Wasser's kick is good. And that will not have time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. On first down, they stick with Singletary. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
He's brought down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Singletary. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
The tackle made by Patrick Chung. It's a gain of 6.
And they run with a rookie from Utah. This is Zach Moss. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. On first down, Singletary. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Ball carrier.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. They find some open field here.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They run here with Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
Devin Singletary, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have broken the tie. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And this is secured by the Patriots.
The onside kick is recovered.
Hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and
setting up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitz... They come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to picking me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like... I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought.
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, this is Madden NFL 21. Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and off we go from MetLife Stadium. And how about this for a start? This is out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Throwing on first down. Jones. Over the middle, complete to Tate. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 46.
Now Jones. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's third down.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Operating from the gun. Jones. And Tate's got it. And he will have a Giants first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
At the 48-yard line.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's going to let one fly for Tate. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Personal foul. Giving the passer defense.
Hey, we're going to do what we do.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Number 26.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side, and he'll go down at the 28. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Giants, first down.
Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Right there. 54. Right there.
On first down, Jones throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Intended for
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing again, Jones over the middle, and it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it'll bring up third down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
From the gun, Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And the Giants are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton there to make the grab. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead.
After review of the play,
Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan State Spartan and longtime veteran Kirk Cousins.
Leadership skills apparent early in his life, carried over not just in high school but in college, where he was a 3-time captain of the Michigan State Spartans and learned the art of the comeback early in his career there, and actually capped off his career with a big comeback in a bowl game.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 75 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. So an onside kick fail in the first. See the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Now it's Barkley. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
On the carry.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
A loss of a yard on the play.
A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's Jones on third down. This Minnesota D up to the task on the third down pass play.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Giants 10.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
The Vikings first.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
Dalvin Cook.
Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. On the carry, it's Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
The tackle made back at the 44-yard line.
Throwing is Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
54, right there, 54, Mike.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw. Jones. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
From the gun, Jones. Now he's going to go deep down the left side, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Riley Dixon on.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard.
And now out comes Minnesota. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Cousins throw complete to Thielen. Touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen, 48 yards. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. Again, it's Cousins. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2.
And makes the score Vikings 16.
So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And the kickoff sails out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty.
You can see the looks on the faces of the rest of the team. You have one job to do. Just kick the ball and play.
Well, that's exactly right, Charles. The kicker, this is just inexcusable.
Absolutely inexcusable. Everyone out there slugging it out for the entire game. Execute your job.
Golden Tate, his intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Jones.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Jaleel Johnson drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. But now it'll be 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And he's got some space here. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. So we have reached half. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the 2nd half. And the half will begin with a touchback. Now come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 16 yards, a first down.
First down, Vikings.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
Now Cook.
Down in Minnesota.
He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Dalvin Cook.
Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40-yard line.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Cousins.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. It seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They begin with a run by Barkley. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
43-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 mark.
Defense wins championships, baby. March 54.
Operating from the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
On the pickup.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They'll run with Barkley. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. From the 39, Jones. It's brought in left side by Tate. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Giants. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Intended for...
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I know he ain't got it.
Jones to throw it in. A short throw to Ingram. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Dalvin Cook, the Viking ball.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First target, first catch, and a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
2nd and 7.
And some space here. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll run for it with Cook. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Dalvin Cook taking it in. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. The football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And oh, he kicked it out of bounds. That's a big penalty.
And this is where the rest of the team turns and stares at the kicker and says, you have one job. Execute it.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Over the middle, he's got his tight end, Ingram. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 yards there, first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. And now it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again, Jones. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Jones now to throw on 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. Got a man, Slayton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Throw left side, complete to Ingram.
Jones pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. His throw incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, Jones. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. From the gun, Jones. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram there to make the grab. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Jones operating from the gun. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready.
The onside kick recovered.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And they will take a knee here. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rare.
Head to toe designer, drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit, I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it, take these bands to the bank, let them.
Entering settings screen, you have 19 options, menu narration option is set to auto selected.
I got homies that can sleep with Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in, yeah. Drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons.
Menu narration option is set to auto selected.
Drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha macha with a rockin' black clothes, whippin' around that Batmobile, duckin' 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, little bro. Let me feel myself a little bit, let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit.
Let me explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it, yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup.
Today, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati is the National Football League.
Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather, and we are underway in Foxborough.
Free kick out of bounds, kicking team.
And Charles, this is one of those inexcusable special teams penalties, an out-of-bounds kickoff.
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Sometimes errors occur because of situations.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
We'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Looking to throw again on second down. Newton, slant route, caught by Edelman. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For the Patriots. First and 10 at the 35.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Leads to second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. On the ground, this is Michel. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day. Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands.
47-yard attempt.
And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Gets by him, and now a little daylight. He chucks him aside.
Thumped him.
And all the way down to the 12. A big play there for Cincinnati. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. It's a jet sweep. They get it to Green. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Cincinnati.
A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead.
Will line up.
And now a two-point conversion attempt forthcoming. So really a nice drive there for the first points of the game.
And how about the fact that it was a run by the wide receiver that got him into the end zone, Brandon? You know, these guys, we know they're not afraid to open up the playbook, and they showed it to us right there on the first drive.
Kickoff for Cincinnati.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Big mistake here by the kicker, kicking it out of bounds.
The one that drives coaches crazy. Keep it in the field of play and let your guys cover.
Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
46-yard line.
Newton now to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Throwing again is Newton. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Mixon, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, They go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and...
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Nice stiff arm. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown.
Joe Mixon, 33 yards. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And now the Bengals, they're going to line up for the 2-point try.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
On first down, it's Newton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Like any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And he's made four, but that's about all.
Taken down right at
no gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal. At the 4-yard.
Michelle going to try again. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score.
Justin Rohrwasser for the extra point.
No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
To return it, Darius Phillips. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work. And he has enjoyed some solid groundwork, and some good holes have been created by the guys up front.
Almost get the sense that
the Bengals drive about to get going. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Joe Mixon, the ball carrier.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Bernard getting the handoff from Burrow. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Giovanni Bernard.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Giovanni Bernard, the ball carrier.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England. To 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings up
now Joe Mixon. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
Back to Mixon on first down.
Cincinnati.
And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Gain of 7.
7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. This duo locked in. 14 yards there. And a first down.
And the Bengals
from the red zone now. They'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he bulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Patriots 7.
So they go with a pass there on the 2.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now Newton. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Intended
ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Newton. He'll drop it underneath to White. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Bengals drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Patriots 7.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. On the return, Phillips. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. Dante Hightower on the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
45-yard line. A gain of 4.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. There's a short one caught by Uzama. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
4 yard pickup on the
play. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Intended for a CJ.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
That keeps the score.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we
This is Dev B Music.
Hey yo, yeah, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. On my wrist, going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense to really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that cheeky finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep it racking my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my stocks. Hey yo, Nike check. T-shirt check. Sneakers check. Socks check. Hoodie check. Shorts check. Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Going up sky high while I'm rocking Air Force. And she just wanna ride, shorty bad and gorgeous. She was rocking stripes, said it's alright. Then I cut her off, shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'ma say. Got a new Prestos and a Jason away. Got a new Chris Foss, but it don't take time. Might pull up on a hop if it's up too high. And you wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. Well, this my court, got a block on lock. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They're like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense to really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep it racking my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my stocks. Hey.
Foxborough. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway in Foxborough. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And what a sophomore season he had for the Cardinals. Pretty much swept every major quarterback award, including the Heisman Trophy. And we spend a lot of time talking about his legs. Formidable. He can run the ball like few others, but the key to everything for him is ability to be accurate from the pocket.
1 yard gain. Brings up second.
On second down, Ingram. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Out come the New England Patriots, led by their 6'5" veteran quarterback, Cam Newton.
And when he's at the top of his game, you see that big smile. That's when you know everything is clicking. That means he's accurate throwing the football. They can't get him down in the run game, and his team is having a whole lot of fun because when they score a touchdown, some fan's going to get lucky and get the game ball.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
James White's first carry. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Got his man, that's Harry. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Being chased, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Pats have taken the early lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
Ingram going to give it on the option. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Ingram again, a first down carry. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Ball carrier.
The corner, Stephon Gilmore on the stop. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there. First down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7. Ravens nothing.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down.
The defense has gotten to feel a long time now, and after a run like that, they've got to feel like they're almost on roller skates and getting pushed backwards on just about every snap.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
So that's back to and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Patrick Queen.
A play fake to Michelle. Now Newton. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
The 38-yard line.
They'll run it. This is Michelle. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll go down at the 28. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now Michelle down to the 25.
Sony Michelle.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, Newton. On the left side, a catch by White. And out of bounds right around the 20.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Justin Rohrwasser on 4.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Sony Michelle won't get there. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. He may try and run for this. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing again. Jackson looking for Andrews again. He's got him this time. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown.
Mark Andrews, 72 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson, and it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2, they convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
And this is secured by the Patriots. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the red zone now, Newton. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
At the Ravens, 6.
Quick slant caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. From 6 yards away. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Returning it, Justice Hill. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own 23.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. So bad mistake there by the kickers. The ball goes out of bounds.
first down.
Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he'll hand this to Michelle to get things started. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to have the hook up to Izzo. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
To Brian Izzo.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. They will run with White out of the shotgun. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
A Newton's throw here taken in by Sanu. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On first down, Newton to the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 17-yard line.
Here's Newton toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. To throw is Newton. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Great coverage there. The football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. On the ground, Michelle. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Makes the score Patriots 17.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps a deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now, something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up. Ingram again. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
He was brought down by Brandon Copeland. A 5-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Fighting his way through contact. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 10-yard line.
Do that again, baby. Do it again.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
We got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
It means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people. The power.
Good pass, hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Boy, a bad break. Just got the lead on the touchdown, and now they're going to have to go on defense at the 40-yard line here as things get good in the fourth quarter. And this kick goes out of bounds, and that's obviously why the flag comes out here.
And now you can see the defense greeting the kicker as they go out to play. The starting field position for the offense is excellent, puts a lot more pressure on the defensive guys.
Yeah, and if the kicker thinks he's lonesome, he's really lonesome after a play like this.
Hey, he better hope that he's lonesome because who's ever standing next to him is probably on the defensive side, and they're none too happy.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's dropped. They'll run with Michelle. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 4.
I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor, yeah. You're pretty smart, but my butt's wiser, yeah. Get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool, I don't know what would help. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Get it triumphant, up, let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment, energy up, my body burning, and my stomach keep on tossing. Win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my paw and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did the little go mix? Her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I? Before I went live, ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. These light years just catch my buzz. These right here just catch my buzz. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Today, from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona,
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Walker on the return.
Here's the Jaguars offense for the first time with Gardner Minshew, a Washington State product, leading the way.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibit.
And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, 76 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
The Jaguars.
They said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Holding. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Murray's pass.
Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down and 20.
Shotgun now for Murray. Steps away. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Joe Schobert able to run it down for a loss of a yard. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. From the gun, Murray. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Williams.
Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a bit of a daunting task here for this offense as they'll start out at the 1-yard line.
I guess you could easily say there's a whole lot of real estate in front of them if they want to achieve their goal, which is get to the other end zone.
And 99 yards to go if they want to do just that. Still on his feet, and he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, 97 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. Now Doug Marrone not even hesitating. They're going to go for 2. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Automatic first down.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. Murray a give. This is Drake. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble.
Gardner Minshew sacked.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his...
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
A first carry now for Thompson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6.
They run with Thompson. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's got daylight. 30. 10. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Touchdown,
Chris Thompson. 71 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
The Jaguars.
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And the kicker commits the kicker's cardinal sin. He kicks it out of bounds. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He starts by handing this off to Drake. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just...
Murray fighting, lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Able to get away. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Corey Peters gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher.